Hello and welcome to the VLAWMO Web Map Tutorial Part 2. This is a closer look at the layers on the map with a goal to get you comfortable navigating and using it as a reference tool. So like we said in Part 1, we find the map at VLAWMO.org, scroll to the bottom and click on GIS site. To get situated, let's turn off municipalities and turn on the aerial imagery. We can find lots of layers, such as the lake contours. This tells us the depth and the shape of the lake bottom. A wetland layer. The VLAWMO wetlands have been surveyed on site, while the 2015 National Wetland Inventory is a larger aerial image dataset using remote sensing. So we use both of those in our watershed work. Next, there is a OHW layer. That stands for Ordinary High Water Level. And for more information on that, I recommend checking out the DNR's website for the OHW definition. We have Ditch 14 flood footprints for 2-year flood events, 10-year, and 100-year. We have ditch alignment, legal and spatial definitions for the branch ditches and Ditch 14, also known as Lambert Creek. 1916 alignment, and we have a right-of-way designation for maintenance purposes. The roads layer is self-explanatory. And then there's the DNR MBS. MBS stands for the Minnesota Biological Survey. These are spaces that the DNR has deemed significant for preserving the native vegetation. More about vegetation is the pre-settlement vegetation types. This layer tells us what that looks like, different areas in the watershed and groups of plants. The ECS stands for Ecological Classification System. There's 2 classifications in our watershed that takes into account lots of things from vegetation, hydrology, climate, soil types, geology. We have the native plant communities, and then we have our cost share priority zones. The habitat priority zone uses that native vegetation area, but it also includes likely areas for the rusty patch bumblebee. That is the state bee that is endangered, and our cost share program will prioritize funding for these areas. We have the targeted volume reduction zone. This is a priority zone for reducing stormwater runoff. By creating more storage on the landscape, we can accomplish this goal, and our cost share program, again, will incentivize that. We have our neighbor watershed districts, which you'd have to zoom out to see. And then we have our sub-catchment areas. This is the drainage area for every lake. The sub-watersheds are slightly larger areas that combine the sub-catchments according to the landscape. And that creates a watershed within our larger boundary. We have our contours and our parcel data. Like we talked about in Part 1, you have to be zoomed in to access those. There's the 2010 land use with definitions. Lastly, we have a LiDAR hillshade. So this is remote sensing for elevation levels. We'd have to turn off an aerial image to find that. We hope this is a start for navigating, answering questions as needed, and being a useful tool. So that's all for now. Thank you.